I listen to their show every morning.
98.7 Kiss Country.
7:34, and we have in downtown. What does it look like we're having here right now? Started out at 48 this morning. Now we're at 49. Wow. A little bit of rain showers as well across the North Iowa area, or at least the listening area. Could be happening in southern Minnesota as well. Tuesday mornings. I know it's hard to believe it's Tuesday already, but it is. And we have Pete Helmstead on the line. Good morning, Pete.
Morning, Jay.
Yeah, but not just on the line, but we have you on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. So if you don't have a YouTube page, a Facebook page, you can go watch it on YouTube. And that's just the letter J, Brooks 987. Try to make it as simple as possible there, Pete.
That's pretty straightforward.
Right. Yeah. So that way, if nobody has Facebook, they can go and watch it on there, make comments and things like that. So we can watch your comments come in. So if you do have a question for Pete, by the way, then feel free to make a comment on the Morning Rush Facebook page and or the YouTube page, and we'll pass that information along to Pete. And if you miss any of this, you can always go back and watch it. You know, a lot of things to talk about when you're not just on the radio anymore. You're basically a television studio inside of a radio station is what it is.
Things have changed over the past few years.
Haven't they, though?
Yeah. Past few months.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, I tell you. We have Pete to talk about road construction and what's going on with the. We got to be getting close to getting things wrapped up for the year, don't we?
Some of them, yeah. We mentioned before, like the bridges down by Rockwell, that'll be into November. We still are making good progress on them. Last Thursday, we poured the deck for the last bridge, and that's always getting the decks poured is always kind of a big milestone. So that's good. Things are moving along in Hampton as well. We're still on track for opening sometime probably middle to late next month in October. The one that's going to probably affect people the most coming up is we're doing a microsurfacing project on I-35 from Iowa 9 up to the Minnesota border. Now, microsurfacing is what we did between like Mason City and Clear Lake last year. It's a thin layer of surfacing that goes down, and it more or less to seal the road up. A lot of times we go out and do crack seal projects where we just fill cracks. This is more of a comprehensive way to seal the roads. It'll make it a little smoother. It's not an asphalt overlay where you're putting down a whole bunch of new asphalt. This is, again, a very, very thin overlay that's there to seal up the road. So that is going to start on Monday, and I believe it's going to run for about a week or so. The thing you have to watch out for, maybe a couple of weeks with that one, is exit 208. That's the Joyce Kensett exit.
Yep.
There will be ramp closures during the day when the project is in the area. We don't have the exact schedule yet from the contractor. So as Jay does such a good job mentioning, keep an eye on 511ia.org. That's going to give you the best updates as to when the ramp closures are happening. So again, that's scheduled to start on September 14th, which is the next Monday. The other one, the culvert, Iowa 9 east of Forest City. As we mentioned, they were just about done with the flowable mortar last week, where they're putting the culvert underneath the bridge. That's there. They fill up the gaps with flowable mortar, which is more or less really wet concrete. And they can fill it up to the top of the culvert while the bridge beams are still there. So we have to fill in the voids between the bridge beams as well. And that has to be done on the roadway. So they will be starting that this week. Obviously, I'm guessing today they may be delayed with the weather, but they will. There will be some flaggers in that area when that is taking place. It should just take a couple days, and then we will be doing most of the work on that one again off the road. So there shouldn't be any traffic delays. And then the only other one is down on US 65 south of Hampton, about 4.5 miles south. There's going to be some work on the bridge down there. It should only take about 3 days. It was supposed to start today, but again, with this weather, it's probably going to be pushed back a day. There will be flaggers when the work is going on. It's just a very short distance, so there shouldn't be many delays, but again, just something to plan for. And then the only other project in the area is a bridge deck overlay in Iowa 9 east of Manly. That one is moving along. The bridge deck is actually done. So now they are working on the bridge approaches, which is the concrete section on either side of the bridge. And hopefully in about 3 weeks, that should be done and opened up. So as you mentioned, we are getting to the point where some of these projects will be wrapping up. Some of the major bridge projects will stick around for a few weeks, couple months yet. But again, everything is on schedule. Progress is going well. So that's good news.
Yeah, if you come out of, I know the one you're talking about there on Highway 9, just east of Manly. It's right there about there. Was it Rock Falls turn where you just come out of there and you turn right, or is it Plymouth?
It's Plymouth.
Plymouth, yeah. So
Yep.
it's right there. That bridge right there is the one we're talking about, and it's got the
Correct.
stoplights in there because I ran through that thing. I didn't run the red light.
Right.
I ran into them, this weekend going to Grafton and everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's the big thing too is S56 going north there is closed just because it is right next to the bridge, and we couldn't keep that road open and keep the construction crews safe as well as keep the people driving through the area safe. So that has been closed and detoured through this project. So I know a lot of people like to take that route, depending if they're going up into southern Minnesota or, like you mentioned, going up into the Grafton area. So we'll keep you updated. Hopefully in 3 weeks that should all be back open up.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So Fred says hello from greetings from New York.
Wow. That's impressive.
No road report for New York, but
no, I can't help you out there.
yeah, I'm sure there's some construction going on there. I'm sure. So
More than likely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Can't imagine.
Yeah. Rain continues to come down. It's a great day for a nap if anybody needs to, because it's really coming down pretty good here in the downtown area.
Yeah, it's supposed to stick around pretty much most of the day, I believe, isn't it?
Right? Yeah, it is. So it's not one of those. It's a great day for a nap, really.
It's a beautiful October day
Yeah,
in September.
in September. Man, I tell you. And speaking of the temperatures, does that affect on how you get a chance to lay concrete and things like that? Not just the rain, but also the temperature wise, right?
Yeah, it depends on the cure time. When it gets really hot, I know we talked about a couple of weeks ago where we were doing one of the bridge deck pours down by Rockwell. We did that overnight just because we cannot pour concrete when the forecast high is 85 or above, because of the cure time and what the heat does to the concrete. Then on the other end, when it gets too cold, which we're not anywhere near that right now, but if it gets too cold, there are many different things that we have to do to make sure the concrete cures the way it should, including like putting blankets over it. Sometimes we use hot water in the mix. So again, there's a lot of different things. You're right. The temperature does affect the concrete cure time, and we do everything we can to make sure it cures out correctly so we get the longest life out of it.
Well, it sounds good. Of course, again, it's always great to talk to Pete and get a road update. Again, that 511ia.org app is available on your Android and your iPhones, not only just for road construction, but we're coming into this next season that we really don't want to talk about. It's very handy too as well.
Just think, we're about 15 degrees away from that.
Hey, knock it off now, Pete. Don't even bring that up. Do you have the plows ready to go?
Not yet, no.
When does that happen?
Actually, I can't remember the exact date, but I believe it's October 10th or October 15th where we have to have a plow in each shop ready to go. So we are just a few weeks from making sure that we do have a plow in each shop ready to go.
Yeah, let's say it like a month away, okay? A few weeks sounds too close.
Okay, perfect. I'll go with that.
Even though it's only 4 weeks away.
Exactly. But hey, like you said, it sounds better.
Exactly. Well, Pete, great to talk to you again. If you missed any of the conversation, you can always go back and watch it on the Morning Rush Facebook page or on the YouTube page at just letter J Brooks 987. You can subscribe to that and get all the latest updates when we do go live to give you the opportunity. Since you don't have Facebook, you can go to anybody can go to YouTube, Pete.
That's right.
Yeah. And I didn't realize, but there's a lot of videos on there.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I actually was using YouTube last night. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Draft Day with Kevin Costner. It's an older movie.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching some of the clips from the trade negotiations going on in the draft room. I don't know, that movie I love that movie.
Right. And we're only about 4 days away from a Vikings kickoff.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I know, right? I was watching
it. It's going to be a weird season.
It is going to be. So, are they allowing anybody in the stadium at all? I haven't heard.
Not the Vikings. Not, I believe the first. I can't remember. I know it's the first couple games for sure. They're not allowing anybody in. So we'll see how things progress after that.
Going to be a lot of house parties, I think.
I think you're probably right.
All right. Get that wood burning, and we'll be watching it outside.
That's right.
All right. Pete, have yourself a wonderful day. All right.
All right. You as well, Jay.
That's the good stuff.